Hello and welcome to my very, very early 25-26 predictions for the Sky Bet Championship next season. Who are my favourites to go down and who are my favourites to get the playoffs and get promoted in the top two, of course. So yeah, let's just jump straight into my very early predictions for next season's championship. Right, so we'll just jump straight into who I think will now be finishing in the bottom three, of course. And at bottom, I am going to go Charlton. Yes, they've recently just won the playoff final against Leyton Orient, but I think they will really struggle. They won't spend as much. I don't think Nathan Jones will be up to it at this level. I know he's done it with Luton before, but with Stoke and with Southampton, he's been absolutely a horrendous coach. So yeah, Charlton, I just don't think they don't have the quality. Yes, they got Matt Godden up front and Campbell and Kane Ramsey at right back, but they might even get poached by the Championship clubs and maybe some Premier League clubs. But who knows? So yeah, that is why I've gone for Charlton in 24th spot, just because I don't think they'll be able to spend, well, they will be able to spend, but I just don't think they're going to have enough to stay up, unfortunately. 23rd spot, I am going to put Hull City in because, well, why Hull City? They've sacked Ruben Selles, did very well to keep them up, didn't even think of backing him in the summer, and yeah, well, it's silly from Hull why they have got rid of him because now they might just go on a downward trajectory and be in all sorts of bother. So yeah, Hull City I am backing to be the second team to get relegated in this one and finish down in 23rd spot. Of course, nobody knows who their next manager is going to be. That's right. I just think Hull will really struggle this season and they can't keep sacking managers. It just doesn't work. You've got to give a manager time like Rossini. I don't know what the sacked him. Then it's just gone downhill since then. Tim Walter and then Ruben Selles. And then into the final relegation spot, it is Stoke City. I just thought Stoke, well, they've been floating around relegation for way too long now, and it is probably about time they did get relegated. So yeah, backing Stoke to get relegated here just because they haven't really, they've just been too long around the bottom of the Sky Bet Championship for years on years now. And yeah, I think they will eventually get relegated. It's a bit like Birmingham a few years back. Well, a year ago now when they got relegated. I just think the same might happen to Stoke. Lose a couple of their players and they could be in all sorts of bother like Victor Hansen, Berger, Bajan Ho, linked with Birmingham and linked with a lot of other championship clubs as well. So yeah, backing Stoke City, unfortunately for them, to get relegated and be the final team, but these are only predictions. Now into the 19th to 21st spot we go. I am going to back 21st. I think Oxford are going to finish in 21st. I think they'll just stay up. I think Gary Rowett did an incredible job last year. And if they could just manage to keep hold of him this season, I think they will be good to go and will comfortably stay up in this division. I just think Gary Rowett and Oxford, they just well drilled. Yes, they don't have the quality, but Gary Rowett knows how to grind results out away from home, getting those 1-1 draws and 0-0s, and getting the home wins, the scrappy 1-0s at home. So yeah, he can get the job done when he wants to, and that is why I am backing Oxford just to stay up over the likes of Stoke and Hull this season, just because of their coach, really. So yeah, Oxford United, I'm backing to stay up. Into 20th spot, I'm going to be back in Preston just because they've had a horrible season under, well, Paul Heckingbottom. When he came in like end of August, September time. They weren't very good. And yeah, I think it'd be another dismal season flirting around with relegation for Preston North End, the Championship's favourite teams. So yeah, back in Preston, I think they've lost Emil Reese. I think, yeah, they're on a bit of decline. They can't spend a lot of money. They don't have the right owners. But yeah, I think Preston will finish in 20th spot. And for the final spot, I am going to be backing... Who do back here? I'm going to go Watford. I know that might sound a bit stupid, but Watford, Tom Cleverley has been sacked. So... yeah, they need a new coach, and Watford could be in all sorts of trouble next season with the owners, and they like sacking managers every time. So yeah, I think if they lose a couple of their key players, they could be in real bother next season. But I think they have appointed a new coach. I think he was from like Italy. So yeah, I still think Watford will struggle because they'll keep sacking managers, and yeah, I could see them finishing down as low as 19th in this one. So yeah, back in Watford to finish 19th, along with Preston in 20th and Oxford in 21st spot. Into 18th spot we go, and I have gone for Portsmouth. I think a very good season under John Mousinho last season, and yeah, they managed to stay up in the Championship mainly by Colby Bishop, because he scored all of Portsmouth's goals pretty much last season, even though he was injured half the season. So yeah, Portsmouth did really well last season. I think they'll continue to build on that little bit of success they had last season, but yeah, I don't think they're going to progress anywhere just due to the competitive nature of this year's Championship. So yeah, back in Portsmouth to finish in 18th place. I don't think they're going to get anywhere else, to be honest. I just see them finishing down in 18th, because there are a lot stronger teams in this division than Portsmouth. But yeah, I'm backing them to finish 18th under John Mousinho. Into 17th spot we go. I'm going to go for Queen's Park Rangers. I just think Cifuentes being sniffed around by a lot of clubs. Of course, I think the gardening leave he is still on. So yeah, they will want to monitor that situation closely before the start of the season to see if he actually leaves or is still there. It'd be amazing if he's still there, to be honest. I don't think he's going to be. So yeah, 17th spot, Queen's Park Rangers. They don't have enough quality. I remember when they were top under Michael Beale and how that quickly escalated downhill. So yeah, back in Queen's Park Rangers to finish in 17th spot in this one. Next club into 16th spot, I'm going to go Sheffield Wednesday. I think if this is basing off if Danny Röhl is still there, which I don't think he is, I think Sheffield Wednesday want like a 10 million buyout clause or something for him. So yeah, I think Sheffield Wednesday will be in 16th. I think they will keep Danny Röhl till the start of next season. So that is why I back them to stay up in my eyes. And yeah, if they do lose him, then I think they will be in serious bother and might just probably get relegated and would definitely be sniffing around there. So yeah, backing Sheffield Wednesday and Danny Röhl to finish in 16th in this one. They've got a League One team. I mean, they're still having Callum Patterson up front, for God's sake. So yeah, Sheffield Wednesday, I think, will finish down in 16th. Into 15th spot, or the final spot of this lower mid-table, I am backing Wrexham. Because, well, I think Phil Parkinson's not a great coach at this level, as proved. I think he's good for League One, League Two. He can get you out of League One and League Two, as previously done with Wrexham. But yeah, I can't see them doing well in this league, because they're well, they might spend a bit of cash, but I just cannot see Wrexham doing well at all. Because of Phil Parkinson, the manager. But I hope I get proved wrong. I wonder if I'll feature in the documentary. Very much doubt it. But yeah, Wrexham will finish 15th in my prediction. And yeah, I think they might spend a bit. But yeah, they're going to need to update their coach if they are going to challenge for playoffs or anywhere near that this season. Into 14th spot, and you probably guessed it, it is Swansea City. I think Swansea will finish above their local rivals, or not local rivals, Welsh rivals in Wrexham this season. I just think Swansea can be good when they want to be, and if they get the right coach in, they will be definitely a force to be reckoned with this season. I just think the competitive nature, as I've said previously, of this league is really hard to go by, because you've got Wrexham, you've got Southampton, Ipswich, Sheffield United all in this league for next season. So yeah, I think it will be a challenge for a lot of teams like the Swanseas, the Millwalls, the Bristol Cities, the Middlesbroughs, the Norwiches this season. But yeah, I'm backing Swansea to finish up in 14th, and I think this will be an okay season, but they're still stuck in the Championship, unfortunately for them. Into 13th spot we go. I'm going Millwall, just because Millwall always finish around here, don't they? They always manage to just about not flirt with relegation. They do have a bit of a hairy moment halfway through the season usually, but yeah, they always seem to finish up around this mid-table sort of area. So yeah, back in Millwall and Swansea to finish in here, and yeah, I think they'll be okay. Millwall and Swansea to finish 13th and 14th respectively. Now we go into 12th spot. and I'm going to go Derby County. I just think John Eustace will get them playing football this season, and if they do spend a bit of cash, I think they will be a force to be reckoned with. So yeah, I'm backing Derby to finish up in 12th. I know that might be a bit of an outlandish prediction after surviving on the final day last season, but yeah, I think John Eustace is a great coach for this level and will get them playing football even as if they spend a bit of cash this season. So yeah, 12th place will be Derby County in this one. I think they've got a few decent players, but losing Mendes Lang as well this season to MK Dodds might be a bit of a loss, but I doubt it. They can do better than that, can Derby. Into 10th, into 11th spot, sorry, I am going Blackburn Rovers. I think Valérien Ismaël, as much as when he came in at the back end of last season, he had a really, really tough start, but then they almost finished in the playoffs, didn't they? Did Blackburn Rovers, and that's why I think they'll be strong. I know they've got ownership issues, and it could be a completely opposite prediction. They could be in a relegation battle. For all we know, Blackburn are really tough to predict coming into the season. That is why I've gone for them around mid-table area. So yeah, Blackburn in 11th, Derby in 12th, Millwall 13th, Swansea in 14th. For the mid-table, the reason I have put Blackburn there is because you don't know what you're going to get, and they probably will be mid-table come the end of this. They've got, I think Dolan's leaving. I think a lot of their players are leaving. Decent players are leaving. So yeah, maybe a Hash has been linked as well with a few players. So yeah, Blackburn in 11th, and that is my mid-table done and dusted as we go into the top 10 now. Into the 7th to 10th spots we go, and 10th I've gone for Bristol City. I just don't think they're going to be as good as last season, and they might be losing Liam Manning as well. So yeah, backing Bristol City to finish up in 10th. Of course, -4 difference on that front, depending on the where they finish, of course, will be 10th, and they obviously finish 6th this season. One of the worst playoff totals, of course, in recent years with just the 67 points last season. So yeah, I think Bristol City have had a similar season, and it is more competitive this year. So I think the points total for the playoffs will definitely be a lot higher. And into 9th spot we go, and I've gone for West Bromwich Albion. I think it'll be a similar season to last. Yeah, I think they'll be flirting in around the playoffs, won't they? And they won't exactly get in the playoffs. It depends who they get in as head coach. But yeah, backing West Brom to finish in 9th. Here, I think they've still got Madger. They've still got some star players like Mauer, Madger, Swift, and all them who are very good championship players. Thought this level would definitely get you a mid-table finish. Into 8th spot, I'm going Norwich just because they're going to be getting Liam Manning as coach, I reckon, and he is a good coach at this level, as proved with Oxford in League One and Bristol City now, of course. So yeah, backing Norwich City to finish up in 8th, and them to just miss out on the playoffs for this season, and another disappointing season for Norwich and Delia Smith. They'll be looking to spend a bit come the January summer transfer window, sorry. So yeah, I've gone for 8th place in Norwich, and then into 7th spot I am going with Middlesbrough. I think they'll just narrowly miss out on the playoffs with I think Birmingham or Coventry or somebody will be a lot stronger this season. So yeah, backing Middlesbrough to finish in 7th place in this one. And yeah, they'll just miss out on the playoffs under Michael Carrick. And will he be sacked this season? I think if they don't get the playoffs, he should be sacked next season. So yeah, that is my 7th to 10th ranking of Middlesbrough, Norwich, West Brom and Bristol City. Into 6th spot we go, and these are the playoffs. I've gone for Coventry City. Frank Lampard will be looking to get some revenge next season as he missed out on the playoffs with that Ballard lastminute.com goal. So yeah, I can see why I've put Coventry in 6th because, well, I made the prediction, didn't I? So yeah, Coventry, I think they've got like Haji Wright, Rudoni, they've got some great players, and Frank Lampard will want to keep most of those for next season. So yeah, back in Coventry to finish in 6th place for next season. 5th place, you've probably guessed it, is Birmingham. I think they're going to be splashing the cash this summer and getting even more summer signings in it. And Chris Davies is a top coach at this level, even though he's only had one season in League One. But I think from what I've seen from him, he is a very, very smart coach. So yeah, backing Birmingham and Coventry to get 5th and 6th, and then it will be all the parachute teams in the top 4, obviously, but which way round will I put them? Who knows? So yeah, backing Birmingham to finish in 5th, Coventry in 6th, and now we will go into 4th spot, which will be, I'm putting Leicester City. I think they will get a points deduction. I don't think it'd be as severe. So yeah, that is why I've put Leicester in 4th, just because I think obviously the points deduction, and it depends who they get in as coach, as Ruud van Nistelrooy is rumoured to leave the club at the end of the season. Still hasn't been officially confirmed that. But yeah, back in Leicester to finish 4th, I think they'll maybe get like a 10-point deduction, because I think they will be in and around it to fight for the league, even though some people aren't saying they will. It's Leicester. They've got parachute payments, of course, they'll be there. And then into the final playoff spot on this one. Who do we back? I'm going Sheffield United, just because a poor season under Chris Wilder last time out, as they lost in the playoff semi-finals, of course. So yeah, backing Sheffield United to finish in 3rd. This one, somehow they've got to keep hold of Gustavo Hamer, or Hamer, or however you pronounce it. And they've got Brem Brereton Diaz as well up front. So yeah, I think Sheffield United, with the year 2 of the parachute payments, will be up in 3rd and will finish ahead of Leicester due to the points deduction. I think it could be a really good race between the top 4 next season to see who wins the league. As we now go into my top 2 and into 2nd place, I've gone Ipswich Town. I mean, if Ipswich don't get promoted, I don't know who will, if they keep hold of Kieran McKenna as well, because he's done it before, he'll do it again. And that is why I've gone for Ipswich Town to finish in 2nd spot here, just because I think they will easily finish in 2nd position. And yeah, you probably know who is going to win the league for me, just because of their coach for next season. So yeah, backing Kieran McKenna and Ipswich to get into 2nd place here, and we'll get straight back promoted to the Premier League. And then into 1st spot, I have gone for Southampton. Quite obvious, Will Still in as new coach. Absolutely brilliant appointment from Southampton. I know Kyle Walker-Peters is probably leaving for Southampton, but they still have an amazing team for this level, and with the right coach, they will be playing proper football next season, and will get promoted quite convincingly, I would imagine. So yeah, backing the Saints to get the promoted and probably get that 100-point mark and win the league. I'm probably going to go quite comfortably as well. So yeah, Southampton will get promoted, in my opinion, under Will Still, but these are still very early days, and we still need to see the recruitment of all teams. So yeah, Southampton to win the league from Ipswich. Thank you for watching my very early 25-26 championship predictions. I'll speak to you on the next one, which will probably be League One tomorrow. So yeah, I'll speak to you on the next one, and yeah, thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe as well, do all that good stuff, and I'll speak to you on the next one.